fiction circles long enough, you've heard the name Patrick S. Tomlinson. You haven't heard it from his actual books or anything about his writing because he hasn't actually come out with anything in about 3 years. He's a failed novelist who had a couple books out who sells a lot less than we do here on the channel. Thank you guys for all the support you always give to our books here. And he has spent most of the last several years just on Twitter over and over again, just ranting at anybody who criticizes him on the platform. He goes crazy. If you go to his Twitter feed and just hit the replies, or X feed, whatever you call it these days, it's just a bunch of lists of no stalker, you are going to prison stalker, you are delusional stalker, over and over and over again. It's like the guy's got a severe mental illness of some sort. But people take him seriously. He's been on a press tour as of late, crying that he's got stalkers online, to MSNBC, to just different outlets all over. And of course, people believe everything he says. Now, everything he says is always 100% embellished. He tries to make himself out to be the biggest victim possible in ways that don't make sense. One of the most recent interviews he gave said that he got swatted 7 times in one day, and that the police came out all 7 times with guns ablazing, grabbing him out in handcuffs. Something like that just couldn't physically happen. Like you would imagine that like they would come out and be a little more careful, at least the second time, if he did get swatted at all. We'll see. We don't really have any evidence of this stuff whatsoever. But we do know that Patrick's very delusional. We know that he responds to everything. We know that he is prone to like losing his mind and screaming. We've seen videos of him screaming at police, for example. And looking like he's actually taking a swing at them. So it is a situation where it's like, what's actually happening? We don't know. But it does look like he is not actually being stalked and harassed level where he claims to be victim. Now, this is an article from a while back. So he went so far as to sue an online internet forum for talking about him. I'm dead serious. He tried to say that like this forum was cyber stalking, blah, 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 all these laws. And this is an article from Bounding Into Comics back in 2022, where he actually loses the lawsuit. He lost the lawsuit. It was ruled a frivolous lawsuit. He was ordered to pay $23,000 in attorney's fees to the forum owner at the time, which is now compounded in interest. He's been refusing to pay this entire time, saying he won't pay these people. I'm the victim here, et cetera, even though he's wasting people's time and money, and of course trying to harass people through the legal system. He had another legal failure where he tried to get a restraining order on somebody who he was texting with, because he was actually making violent threats at the guy he was trying to get the restraining order on. So there's a lot of just like history of him trying to abuse the legal system. And of course, it doesn't go well for him anytime because he comes across as crazy and crazier every single time he does this. Now, he had a lawsuit today. He had an appearance for contempt of court because he has been refusing to pay what he's due according to the court process. And according to our sources, who are on site, Somerville Dan, my friend, runs a wonderful YouTube channel called Nice Podcast Stupid. Here it is breaking. Patrick has agreed to finally pay Quasi money to be wired to Quasi this week, still developing. Now, from what I understand, that is $32,000 that he is owing and agreeing to wire this week, that he's been trying to hold off this entire time. There has been statements made. He actually was at Gen Con speaking a while back, and he talked to people there saying that he knew that he was going to owe this money, that he's going to go out and try to play victim to the press. He literally said, I will be a martyr for whatever cause, which is just his own narcissism. We know this. And that's what he attempted to do on that front. So the media tour really didn't seem to work. It really didn't gain him any following. Didn't seem to help him make any money on this front. And then he just went to court and lost again. Now, there's going to be one more court date, and that's actually going to be in California. I'm looking to see where that's going to be at. If it's nearby, we will cover it. But apparently he owes another $60,000 in this California court date. So let's see what happens here. And of course, we love to report on the news, especially when the woke crazies out there go insane like this. And Patrick Tomlinson's one of the worst woke crazies. If you see his Twitter account, beyond the replying to everybody, being reply guy, all he does is rant about how he hates Trump all day long. It's like his big delusion. He also hates Elon Musk. Even though he lives on that platform. Really ridiculous. He came across my radar because he started talking trash about me on the internet, of course, like many people do. And then if he actually went to a counter protest where people were protesting against pedophilia at Worldcon 2018, the convention that banned me for being, quote, racist, which they had to pay me in a lawsuit because I'm legally not racist. So Patrick loses, and everybody wins. Leave a comment down below with what you think about this. Hit that like and subscribe button. And of course, we'll cover this more on the live stream later today. Make sure to tune in. See you.